cracking? What's cracking? How y'all doing on this beautiful Thursday? About to ride out. Kind of want to talk about a topic that I've learned from, in this industry learned from as well, and that's overtraining. So let's talk about overtraining. Let's talk about overtraining. Can you overtrain? My answer is yes and no. Okay, so overtraining is basically taking your body to a maximum capacity to where you're burnt out, you're fatigued from exercising, and you're exhausted basically from exercising. So if you are training about 6 to 7 days per week, you can suffer from overtraining, aka burnout, aka shitty performance. So how can overtraining be prevented? Minimizing your training, realizing that nutrition is what's going to give you the results you're looking for. You can lift you could do thousands of sets a week. You could do 1 million crunches, and you know your abs and your muscles won't be revealed unless you're eating properly. And that's when you have to get a nutritionist to help you out there to figure out your macros and the numbers that reflect your current weight, your age, your height, and your goals. It's not about what someone else is eating or what they're drinking, what they're doing. It's all numbers. It's all scientific. You cannot get results based off what someone else is doing. So for myself personally, I started off training 6 times per week, and that was horrible. I would train Monday through Saturday, and it was horrible. I was always fatigued. I did not see any type of growth. I was always tired, and I wasn't motivated. And this all came from overtraining. So I was driving, now I'm parking. I'm about to get a line up, y'all. Get a quick line up. So now that I'm training at 4 days max, I've noticed that I'm growing more. I'm not as bitchy as I used to be. That shit can make you cranky, like working out a lot, not allowing your body to rest, your mind to rest, and doing other fun activities with your family and friends. Healthy to train at 3 to 4 times per week. Like I said, my max is 4 days, and it's awesome. So I do like 2 days of upper body, 2 days of lower, and I do like my cardio in the mornings or after my workouts. Hit my abs, leave nothing out, and I can accomplish everything I need to do in 4 days worth of working out. Now, if you're competing, if you're doing something in that type of situation, you are maybe training more than usual. But notice, once it's almost time for competition, your days of training minimizes, okay? Because to get rid of that excess water, so you can lean out a bit more. And I've noticed from my own personal body that training 3 to 4 times a week is enough. I'm lean, I'm active, I'm not just working out in the gym. I go play basketball, I do sprints. So I'm an all-around athlete. I don't depend on just the gym to get things done. So if you're active outside of the gym as well, that's totally fine. As long as you're not overdoing it, you know. So back to that. It all depends on what you're looking for mass, to cut up, to be ripped, to be lean, and so forth. It all depends on your personal goals. So I'm not going to say don't train every day. What I will say is, from my personal experience, is that it's not necessary. What is necessary is diet. Not one of those boring diets, not one of those starving yourself diets. I'm going to starve myself to lose weight diets. Get quick scheme, lose weight fast, do this, do that. That's not what it's about. Health it's the goal. It should be the goal of getting in shape. Not starving yourself or overfeeding yourself. So it's all about, you know, having a good nutritionist to help you out with a great and effective plan. And also make sure that it's foods that you enjoy, not allergic to, and all those other things. Because if not, your plan will crash and burn. Won't last too long. So you always want to lose weight at a steady pace, not too fast. Because if you do, the weight can come right back on you. As fast as you can lose the weight, it's as fast as it can come back, just like that. And I've learned that as well. So if you're losing a pound a week, guess what? That's progress. That's good. And that means that it's a big chance that that pound will stay off if you're consistent with what you're doing with your eating habits and training habits. Effective training, pushing yourself to the limits training, challenging yourself trainings, not hurting yourself or injuring yourself or lifting past your capacity training. I'm talking pushing yourself, doing an extra push-up even though you're tired, doing an extra push-up, extra sit-up. That's what I mean by pushing yourself, not with weights or doing nothing crazy to where you're taxing your central nervous system and you could be looking at potential injury. That's not what you want. Fitness is all about health. Progress comes in moderation. It doesn't need to come like that. It's in moderation, a day-by-day, step-by-step thing. Even though right now I'm dieting, I make sure that I have a cheat snack or meal. For example, yesterday was my aunt's birthday. And yesterday was Wednesday, and it was not my cheat day. But did I have a slice of cake? Yes. Because I know that I'm still, at the end of the day, I'm still going to be in control of what I eat. It's not like I'm, you know, dying for the piece of cake. It's like, enjoy the piece of cake. It's not going to hurt me. You know, when you overthink things too much, that's when it becomes complicated and it just falls apart. You know what I'm saying? Too much of anything is not good for you. So, too much overthinking a diet and thinking you got to eat so strict 24/7. If you're on your shit 99%, 100% of the time, you're going to be okay to have a piece of cake, some Halo Top ice cream. Not every single day. You could pick a day or two, depending on your metabolism. That's what it all comes down to. Your body, learning your body, your metabolism. That's what it comes down to. It's not about how many days you're having a cheat meal or how many days you're doing this or that. You're figuring out exactly what your body responds to and what your body does not respond well to. So, for example, it was Memorial Day weekend. Before Memorial Day weekend, I think I weighed myself in on that Thursday, last Thursday at 139. And I had treats. I enjoyed myself. I went to Santa Cruz. I hung out with family for my cousin's graduation party. And I got on the scale yesterday at my doctor's appointment. I was 141, and it's not a big deal to me. You know, a lot of people trip out, oh, I gained 2 pounds. Like, as fast as you can lose it is as fast as it can come back. If you eat things that's not good for your diet, basically, it can come back on you. If you eat no sweets and you're enjoying certain things you like to enjoy, it will set you back a couple pounds. Stay on top of your game. I'm still lean. My cheekbones are still visible. My abs are still visible. I'm feeling healthy. That's the main goal. I'm feeling fantastic. Okay, I'm drinking my water. I'm doing everything I have to do, getting my rest. That's the thing that's left out the most, rest. So, yeah, to prevent overtraining, figure out what works for your body. If 3 days of exercising works for your body, go for it. The more recovery and rest, the better. The more, you know, you're liable to get into any injuries of overcompensating your muscles and training day after day. A lot of wear and tear goes in your body. You have to think of your body as like a car. Like, if you're driving months and months and years not getting an oil change, it's going to break down. So it's the same with working out. So if you're working out 6 days a week, you're only giving your body 1 day to rest. Think about that. You know, unless you're taking some enhancements or something like that, to keep going and going and going, that's totally different. But if you're natural and you're just doing this for the health purposes, figure out what works for your body. If you're finding yourself tired and just like irritable and just tired all the time, that's a chance that you may be overtraining and your body and your mind needs some rest. Okay, so that's definitely one thing. If you feel like you can't go on in your workouts, you're fatigued all the time, you're not motivated to do anything, you're always feeling sleepy and tired, you're overtraining. So figure out what works for you. There's millions of videos on YouTube telling you how many days you should work out, how many times you should eat, how many times you should do this and do that. I've learned that my body will tell me what it needs. If it needs more carbs, if it needs more protein, if it needs more fats, if it needs more rest, more exercise. My body definitely tells me. You have to listen to your body and figure out what's best for you. And always remember that nutrition is going to do the work for you. I know some people that don't even work out at all and they have a six-pack. Why? Because they're eating good food. They're not eating shitty foods. They're eating good foods. That's the only way the abs are going to be revealed, is if you're eating well. It doesn't matter how many crunches you're doing, how many knee raises you're doing. It all sounds awesome. But the food that you're putting into your body will do the work. Doesn't mean don't train. It means to take that in consideration. If you miss a day or two at the gym and you're eating well, your body's going to respond regardless. So don't feel like you have to spend so many days in the gym. Figure out what works for you. And yeah, that's how you prevent overtraining. All right, y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Comment and subscribe. And I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace on the next one.